Back to DevOps Titan once again. Today we are going to discuss on question number 5. This is the fifth question in a series of 30 plus questions for CKA practice exam. So please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed, and also visit other questions. So in this question we are going to create a pod by name pod-add-settime-capabilities. Pod name can be anything, using the given image alpine, and we are asked to add two capabilities here, systime and netadmin, to the container, and also to run a command that is sleep 3600. Set system time by executing command, and there is a command by which we can set the system time. Once the pod is up and running, check system time and store output under the given file. So basically in this question, you are being tested whether you know how to set how to use capabilities inside container. Okay, so by default the container uh, has set of restricted capabilities. So the root user inside a container is not having the full capabilities which an actual root user on a Linux server, when we work on the physical servers, they have. So the capabilities are very much restricted here, and that is because of various security reasons, and those are right. So if you want to add capabilities to the root user inside container to add to make a change in the system time, then you need to add systime capabilities. So here in this question you are being tested whether you know how to add capabilities or not. Okay, so let's move on to the answer. Here is a small survey kind of where not too many users have participated. So around 7 users have voted for this, and we can see uh, it's kind of mixed response. Many, this few of us have said yes, they got a similar question. Few they said they not, and majority they said they are yet to write exam. So vote, please vote, and let us know what you feel about it. If you have already written the exam, then vote according to that, yes, no, and if you have not, then the third option is for you. Okay, let's move to the answer. So try to solve this question within 5 minutes. There is a small timer here. Uh-oh, no. So looks like there is a small mix-up in the voting. Um, so actual voting is reflecting here. And here we see a good response on this. So, okay. So around 32% have said that they got similar questions in their exam. So yeah, to practice this question, we need lab environment. So if you don't have a working Kubernetes cluster, then here is the steps for Windows and here for Mac user. Uh, there are some tips which you can follow to avoid mistakes. I will have a separate video on this, so I'm skipping it for now, but please go through it, and until I am not making the video on that, but please, this is very important. Okay, so we'll jump on the solution. So step one, let's, as per the question, create the pod with the given by the name which is mentioned in the question, and using alpine image. Excuse me. The command in question, there is a requirement that we should execute sleep 36. So if you are asked to execute any command inside container, this is the exact syntax. Okay, follow it, and under replace sleep 3600 with whatever command given in the exam. Okay, to add any capabilities, we need to add security context, just the way we add name image command. Just below it, security context, and under security context there is capability. So inside capability, add, and then under this we can add multiple capabilities just by defining a comma. separating it by comma, and we can add multiple capabilities. So this is a simple YAML file, and if you are asked similar kind of question, don't waste much time giving checking out on Kubernetes documentation. These things are like should have it on top of your mind. So please practice it multiple times, and the questions related to security context or adding capabilities just very simple. You just need to add these lines, and this much should be in your mind moment you get a question on capabilities. Okay, so create a pod, and once you have created the pod, make sure the pod is up and running, and then you just execute the command connect to pod. So I'm connecting to this pod exec it. Okay, and I'm trying to check a date. Okay, so anything which we give after pod name double dots, and then if we whatever we write, that gets executed on inside pod, and we get an output on the terminal. So it says the time is 6:41. Okay, now this is the by default time. Okay, now here let's set the time in the container as per given question. So in the question it is asked to run a command to set a system time. Okay, so set system time by executing command. Okay, so we need to execute this command. If in a normal pod, if you are creating a pod on nginx without adding system capabilities, and if you try to run this command, it will get permission will get denied, because that user which is trying to change the set the time inside your pod container is not having these capabilities. Okay, so by default those capabilities are restricted for the root user inside container. So since we have added these capabilities and created pod, we should be able to set time. So here, where it is that? Okay, so we are setting the time here, kubectl exec it, and it is the same command. Here we had set um, a date. We check the date, and now we are trying to set. Okay, so here it is trying to set the command. We are trying to run the command here, the given command, and it gave the output that the previously the time was some 6:41, and the time is set to 16. And after that, after adding this set, if we execute the same command which we had executed on before, we are getting the expected output. Now it is April 10:16. Okay, so you see the time, it was 6, now it is 16, so the time has changed. Okay, so we need to execute this command, and we have validated. So this was our question requirement. The above screenshot shows the time is set as per the question. As per the question, we should redirect the output to this text file. Okay, this is the last part, don't forget. So try to execute the command once again and redirect it to text file which is mentioned here. So I am giving echo and then executing the command once again, the entire command. Okay, and here it is getting redirected to the file which is mentioned in the question. And make sure once you do it, try to cat the file, check what is the content inside that file. Okay, so this was a very quick and question, and if you get a question on this topic, uh, it should be like 4% or 5% weightage. So they just trying to check your skills on setting the time, whether you know or not. And so you should be able to do this. Please let us know how you felt about this post. Was this helpful or not? Okay, bye. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Some questions might not be visible to everyone. It might be restricted. It is only accessible for those who have subscribed to YouTube channel or have created an account. So please create an account, go here, click on register, create an account, update your profile, and then you will be getting uh, registration. You will get a page or email where you will be notified what's the next step. Complete that survey, a small survey, and then you will get access to all 30 plus questions. So all questions are free, but just get that complete that survey part so that you get that access. Hope you have liked this video, and please subscribe, comment. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I create next video. So please let us know if you feel that there should be some improvement, and if you have some comments for me. Thank you very much.